Hey guys, Lucky here, basically bringing you an update video for game update 2.1 for Star Wars The Old Republic. Now, rather than bringing all bug fixes and tweaks and stuff like that into the video, I decided to just focus on the big content things, stuff that may be a bit confusing when reading the patch notes, pretty much break those down, tell you what they're like, and tell you my opinion of them, and that's pretty much what the video is going to be. Now, to start off, I think we'll talk about the biggest thing that came up in Update 2.1, which is the designer kiosk. And this kiosk allows you to reroll everything on your character with the exception of your class and your gender. Pretty much your hair, your face, your body type, your species are all changeable at this kiosk with the use of cartel coins. Now, this kiosk can be found near the curator who sells your companion gifts over near the Galactic Trade Market on your fleet, or near the Galactic Trade Network over in your capital world, whether it be Drummondcast or Coruscant. Now, this kiosk in particular, pretty much as we're going to see now, has a very simple user interface. You can select your species, or you can just edit your body type, your head, your scars, your complexion, everything. It also tells you the amount you're going to be paying and pretty much what you're going to be discounted on as well for being a subscriber. Now, this usually varies between prices in terms of what you're changing. Your scar is going to add about 20 cartel coins. Your species is going to add a rough 600. Just about everything is a 50% reduction except for your species, which is a 30% reduction if you're a subscriber. And it is going to be quite expensive. It's going to take about 700 to 800 if you want to reroll your character completely. So, what can you make use of with this actual kiosk in particular? Well, if you don't like some scars, you can change your scars. If you want to change a human into a cyborg for some strange reason, or you just don't want to be an alien anymore for some odd reason, you can change just about everything. And like I said, it is used with cartel coins, so make sure you're packing a big chunk of cartel coins in your pocket because you will be spending quite a lot. Now, in this particular instance, I wanted to give my sniper some scars. I'll give him a scar over his eye because that'll be, well, quite ironic. A sniper who can't really look into a scope is going to be pretty useless. So, you can see it here once my face actually finishes rendering. My new scar is right there. It renders instantly, no loading screens, nothing. Now, the next thing we're going to be taking a look at is the Cartel Market, the stuff that came in with the new update, and obviously the new collection system. So the first thing is the human hairstyles. Now, these range from big fluffy woman hair to big huge mullet for man. There's also character rename for your first name, your legacy rename, and if you're a guild master, you can also rename your guild as well. These range from 1,000 to 3,000 cartel coins. The Eradicator mask, which goes with the previous Eradicator set, has come out for 480 cartel coins. There is the die pack. Now, be very careful with this pack. This pack in particular only gives you 2 random dies, and you have a chance of getting a very nice rare one. Now, this is kind of like the Cartel Market packs. You're not given a set amount or set color of modules. You're just given a random 2-piece. So be very careful. We also have the Hutsbane armor from the Hutsbane quest on Hutta. We have the human hair color styles, which can also be transitioned into the Chiss as well if you're playing a Chiss. We also have the Miri Allen tattoo pack, and we also have the human white eyes pack. And like I mentioned, we have the character rename as well. These are all ranging from rough 90 to 3,000 in price, whether it be your eyes for 100, your hair for 240, or your character rename for 1,000. They're going to be pretty big in price comparing to what you may think they're going to be. Now, a lot of these are extremely useful. Re-rolling your character name, your legacy name, and even your guild name are always going to be welcomed, as well as changing your appearance. But it's up to you to be very careful when doing this, because you can be very, very, how do I put it, eager to throw in a new name, misspell it, and you're down 1,000 coins. Now, the new escrow transfer pack is pretty much a simple thing for free-to-play players. When they have a certain amount of credits, it's pulled from their account and thrown into a bank, and you have to use that escrow pack to get those coins back, or those credits I should say. Now, the collection system is a very new system in the fact that you can go into this collection of all the stuff that is bound to you. If it is a item you get from your cartel packs and it's bound to you currently, you can actually duplicate that for free into your inventory or use cartel coins to unlock that account wide, whether it be the Mask of Nihilus or the entire Revan set. There is various items you can duplicate your character or spread account wide. Now, this isn't server, this isn't legacy, this is account wide if you have various different characters all over different servers around the world. Now, the thing is, if you want to, say, duplicate a color crystal, whether it be a derelict purple or a orange red, you will need to rip that actual crystal out of the weapon, and you will need to actually make sure it's in your inventory and bound to duplicate it. Now, as for items like the max attack precision sniper rifle, which I have on my sniper, you need to be on the character that has that item bound to it. It's no good if you're on your Sith warrior and your smuggler has the bomb or hand cannon. It isn't going to allow it. You have to jump over to your smuggler, make sure that item is bound to your smuggler in his inventory, and then you can duplicate it and unlock an account wide. There is the exception with the vehicles, obviously, since when you use a vehicle, it becomes an ability in your taskbar rather than just an item. You can duplicate that actual vehicle and send it about freely. You just can't do it for, say, weapons or pets or stuff like that. You need to go to the character it's bound on, make sure you are unlocking it account wide. So the last thing on our list to make sense of is the die system, which I mentioned previously is quite annoying in terms of buying it for the Cartel Market. Now, the die system pretty much makes advantage of a new armor slot in your armor, which is the die slot. It's empty usually on just about everything, with the exception of green items which are not custom and lore items. You'll see here you have the die module. You just simply right click, throw in the module, and you're ready to go. You apply it and there you go. Now you have to be very careful when using die modules, because if you bound it to an item of sorts, your helmet, your gloves, your chest piece, it is bound there and will be destroyed if you try and remove it. It is free to remove, but like I said, you destroy it, so be very careful if you're using those very rare dies. For example, there's black, 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 white, and white, white dies that come in the Cartel Market. Now there are very good colors like the black, red, and black, blue, and various different colors that can be gotten from certain vendors. The Section X vendor, Reputation vendor, sells the black, red. The Voss sells the black, blue, and these can only be achieved if you have gotten Legend standing with majority of these vendors, and you can also buy them from the die module kit. And these can be crafted by Artifice once you hit 400. They require a few green materials and one purple material. I'm not sure it varies, but for some of them it only requires a Karuska gem, which aren't that rare at all. So it's very easy to craft them. All you need to do is get the schematics from the vendors, or just go over to your Artifice trainer and get those there. So I hope you enjoyed this video on Game Update 2.1. If you have any comments to make, please feel free to make them in the comment section below, or hit me up on Twitter. If you have any questions in regard to Game Update 2.1, just let me know again in the comment section or on Twitter, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and found this informational, and let me know what you think. So thank you very much for watching. Goodbye and good luck.